Story Shorts presents KCRA's investigation into the California Department of Social Services clearance of workers before completing criminal background checks. Dave Manicherry and Kevin Oliver explain how they had to bypass the state and get the source verifications they needed on their own.
Basically, what we found out is that the state had been threatened with a lawsuit because they were taking, in some instances, 6 months, a year and a half to finish their investigations. And meanwhile, people who had legitimate records that were purged or whatever couldn't work. But because the state was so worried they were going to get sued, they, instead of speeding up the investigative process, basically just started clearing everybody to work and then investigating afterwards. It took a lot of vetting. This story was about 6 months in the making. We started out with really just names of people who had been arrested and doing Public Records Act requests through the state of California, who stalled us. And so we had to take a different tactic. We, instead of going with what the state by law had to hand over to us, while we waited for those records, we started vetting the names and calling police departments and courts all over the state of California and verifying that these people had been arrested, that they had the records, and then finding out that they did get a letter clearing them to work before the background check had even been completed.